EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. All set for the first of 5 international games this season. The Falcons and Jags underway from London. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Let's go now.
Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Ritter off the play fake, eluding the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that? Hitting the defense hard early. And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Lawrence will throw. That is incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Now Lawrence. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Oh, good move.
It'll be a 39-yard punt on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Come on, stay here.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Ritter now on 2nd down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Not a great start, dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And London motioning left. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On play action, here's Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a 2nd time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touchdown there. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Koo now for the point after. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Ritter. That one deep for London. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Robinson up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Falcons are able to stretch out their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
All right, let's go.
Now 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with ETN.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Ready, break.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ready, ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Option left, and Ritter keeps it.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured the risk was worth the reward.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Second and goal from the 1.
Hey, go Fury. Ready.
Robinson again.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson
on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Falcons are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
13, Luke. I got him.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Able to slither by, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Etienne up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Touchdown Jaguars! Travis Etienne. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now down to 20. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here we go.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And they'll accept that penalty. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 2nd down, here's the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 103 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by London. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to the ground with Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Here's third and a few inches. They'll run with Etienne.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
He only needed a few inches. He got that and then some.
It felt to me like his offensive line and teammates took that as a personal challenge. They knew the line of scrimmage would be stacked. Didn't matter how many bodies were in there. They just wanted to create a little bit of a sliver for him, and that's what they did, and he rumbled.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of 4th down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Intercepted. The Falcons.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Looking for London on the out route complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
On the double.
Hand off now to Robinson. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 133 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Ritter from the gun.
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. Third time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
Ritter to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give left side to Robinson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Trouble, 38. Let's go.
Looking to throw it here, Ritter. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Ready.
On the give, here's Robinson. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.